This video will contain spoilers of the manga and the Shaman King 2021 anime. Your tribal chief has warned you. Manta in the 2001 anime is vastly different compared to the manga. Because the 2021 anime is adapting the manga from start to finish and is more accurate to the manga, this will also be a comparison for the 2001 anime as well as the manga and the 2021 anime as one. Whatever I say about the manga in this video will also apply to the 2021 anime. Manta, I feel like, is a forgotten character. He has the opening and closing sentences of the manga, and yet it feels like he's an afterthought of the series. He is Yo's first human friend, and that's the key word, human. Manta is meant to be us in the Shaman King world, a normal human being just going about his day, then suddenly getting thrown into the world of the shamans by meeting Yo. But over time, he starts getting used to the shaman adventures with his ability to see ghosts. He's able to communicate with ghosts throughout the series and give his own perspective on the events when the manga or the episode ends. The original anime does divert from the manga around episode 25, but I think in terms of Manta's character, his character motivation and theme is still the same from the 2001 anime, the manga, and the 2021 adaptation of Shaman King. He mainly wants to prove to himself that he is good enough to be friends with Yo and his crew. His insecurities of not being a powerful shaman lingers over his head, and in the manga and the 2021 anime, he has the added pressure from his dad who wants him to take over his company as he is the heir to inherit his dad's company. Whilst his parents are disrespecting Yo and his family for being shamans, which infuriates Manta even more as he is now learning from Yo what it means to be a shaman, what it means to have a guardian ghost, not only as a partner but also as a friend, where even in chapter 5 of the manga, he also wished he had a samurai ghost. Manta, in all the versions of the series I am talking about in this video, wants to change his life. He wants meaning. He hates studying, and in terms of the manga and the 2021 anime, doesn't want anything to do with his family or his family business. He sees Yo and wants to aspire to be like him. It's no coincidence that his hero is also Lee Pyron, the strong warrior who is calm in the face of danger, just like Yo, who is also always calm in the face of danger, but he knows he can't be like his hero or his best friend, so he would rather be as useful to him as best as he can, such as fighting to get the wooden sword of Ryu to deliver it to Yo when he was fighting against Pylon. In the 2001 anime, it was some bikers he was trying to get his sword off from, but then Ryu comes in later and gives extra backup to Manta. I have to say, I prefer the manga and the 2021 version of this little segment from the perspective of Manta's character, because in the 2001 anime version, it mainly furthers Ryu's character as well as Manta, but because Ryu is also there, it kind of takes the spotlight away from Manta. I would have preferred for Manta this moment just to be his alone. He also has that epic line, "I'll crush you with my hammer of knowledge," and hits Ryu with that massive book that he usually carries. This moment here in all three versions highlights how desperate Manta is to help Yo and to be useful to Yo. He showed he has immense bravery as well, stepping up to a gang and wanting to take a weapon to help Yo, and he won't take no for an answer. This also shows us that he doesn't give a shit who it is or how much damage he will get if it means helping Yo. He will gladly go to the hospital for him. The seeds are there even when Yo tells him not to see him ever again after Yo's loss to Faust. He still defied Yo because he knew that Yo didn't really mean it. He still went to see him, and I know that's thanks to Ryu as well, but he still traveled all that way to see Yo. He defied his family by not going to America because he wanted to be with his best friend Yo. The seeds have been sown in the story for Manta to help Yo in a massive way. I think they delivered it in the 2001 anime where he used Oversoul with Mosuke and his laptop to knock some sense into the Shikigamis as well as Yo and his friends, reminding them the way to fight how by being calm and measured like Yo instead of going all mad and losing your composure against the Shikigamis, let alone how. That was the payoff and build up for Manta. However, in the manga and the 2021 anime, the series more or less forgot about Manta. He doesn't really do anything after the coming to Tokyo arc. The stuff with his dad doesn't really go anywhere from his own character perspective. And in the final arc, when Yo and his friends are invading the plant, Manta stays behind in the island whilst the others go to the continent of Mu. All he does is complain that he can't help out, which makes sense as we have established that Manta wants to help in any way he can, but having him not do anything significant in the final arc or even any of the previous arcs has hurt Manta's development. In the traveling through America and Shaman Fight second round story arcs, he's not there. You can literally forget that Manta even exists in the story. The reason why the character arc for Manta in the 2001 anime works so well is that the main villain himself has ideals and beliefs that goes against the existence of Manta's character, or even Manta himself. Manta has the underdog story. He's barely even keeping up with Yo and the others because Yo and his friends are all strong shaman, so it's difficult for Manta to even keep up with them, making him the underdog even amongst his own friends. But now there is a villain who is leagues above every shaman in that world and wants to eliminate people like Manta and create a new world where human beings or weak shaman cannot exist. Two characteristics mainly associated with Manta. Manta being the regular human of the series, as well as him not being a fighter due to his size, making him weak in comparison to all the other characters. This makes Manta an even bigger underdog because we fear if Hao wins, then Manta will definitely be one of the first to die in Hao's world. But he still rose up and managed to be the symbol to wake up Yo when his spirit was merged within Hao. Him using Mosuke as an oversoul was brilliant in itself, as he is the best friend of Yo's guardian spirit Amidomaru. But then when that moment came when Manta used the oversoul to do damage to Hao's Shikigamis and talked sense to Yo's friends and snapped them out of their anger, it was like he healed their minds from the poison of anger and revenge, which allows me to segue back to the manga, the 2021 anime, where healers or revivers such as the Gandaru group, the Iron Maiden Jean, and a few other characters are introduced to be this specific type of shaman where they can heal or revive people from the dead, such as Jean when she revived Ren, or even the Gandaru group with Ryu and Jocko. This role would have been perfect for Manta. We can all accept that Manta is not a fighter and will never be a fighter, but he is a helper. He's someone who will nearly kill himself to help his friends. Why couldn't he be a healer in this story? During the Golem arc, where Anna was talking about the Osorizan flashback to Manta as they were both riding to get to Yo, Anna even jokingly called him Mantamune, with the Osorizan flashback being right in the middle of the story and Matamune now being a spirit who Anna can easily bring back if she wanted to, just like how she did with Eliza for Faust. When I read the manga for the first time, I always thought that maybe Matamune would come back as Manta's spirit ally, just like how Mosuke became his spirit ally in the 2001 anime. Matamune is a very knowledgeable character, with Manta always wanting to learn more about shamans, so much so that he carries a book with him that's basically an encyclopedia for shamans, so he doesn't miss out on what's going on. Those two together would have been an amazing partnership. It's basically Yo's first ever friend in Matamune, as well as Yo's first ever human friend in Manta, so symbolically, story-wise, it makes sense. In the Osorizan flashback, Matamune was the narrator for those chapters and episodes, whilst Manta is the main narrator for the Shaman King story, both in the manga and the anime. Like I said earlier, he has the opening and closing sentence for the manga. They both were saved by an Asakura. Matamune was saved by Hao, and Manta was saved from Ryu's gang by Yo. I know Yo's promised to Matamune, but imagine Yo finding out that his best friend's spirit ally is Matamune. I'm pretty sure that Yo wouldn't care at that point. He has broken promises before, such as his promise to Anna on becoming Shaman King, but he then quits the Shaman tournament to save Ren's life. Matamune comes right at the end of the story anyway, so you might as well have gotten Manta and Matamune partnered up and let them become healers for the final story arc, instead of just leaving Manta behind. That's what I personally would have wanted and was thinking was going to happen when reading the manga for the first time, so in my opinion, I think it was a missed opportunity for Manta's progression in the manga and the 2021 anime. But overall, I would say the best version of Manta was in the 2001 anime. Whilst all versions of him still carried the same character themes, the 2001 anime actually had the payoff for it compared to the manga and the 2021 anime. But now enough from me. What do you guys think? Which version of Manta is the best version of his character? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Shaman Tribe.